different artists and people, you know, what do you feel like your effect and your niche is in this? What's the state of barbering right now in CT in your opinion?
The state of barbering in CT, man, is like, man, everybody needs to cut. Like, you gotta look at it like this. There's not one robot that can take our job. We're always gonna be needed. Not trying to be funny, but in our reality. So I look at it like in Connecticut, everybody has their own hairstyle, everybody has their own technique, everybody has their own way of cutting. And I just feel like we're a major priority out here, whether believe it or not. That's in any state, if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like you said, before you walk out that door, before you go out to with your boys, or go out with your girl, or your boyfriend, or whoever you're with, significant other, what's the first thing you think about? Man, I need a fresh cut.
Right.
Look yourself in the mirror, you're like, man, I look crazy.
Right.
You be having a bad day. I'm talking about really, I done seen it. And in all reality, they taught us in school. As barbers, we're people's therapists on the low. Think about it.
Right, a lot of conversations
A lot
in the barbershop.
of conversations, you know what I mean? Once you put that cape on, bro, I done seen dudes break down in my chair, you know what I mean? Like, as soon as you put that cape on, they be like, man, we just listen. And you know what? After you get it and think about it, it actually works. Think about it. You come in the barbershop. I'm going to give you an example. You come in the barbershop, say you're having a rough day. You're going through with your lady or whatever, had a problem at work. You're getting the cut. Now, you talking to me through your whole haircut. We just have a conversation, but you know, it's barbershop talk. So, you know, you're getting other opinions from different men and whatever, whoever else in the barbershop. By the time you're done with that haircut, you done got everything out. Now you got a fresh cut. You feeling yourself. Your level, everything that you were stressed out before you came in here,
right,
is gone. You done left it now. Now you walk out that door, now you're like, man, I'm about to go home. Right, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Like, so in your opinion, the art and the craftsmanship of barbering would you say has a high or a low effect on the popular culture or hip hop culture?
A high effect.
High effect on
hip
hip hop
effect.
culture.
A high effect. Because think about it.
What's some of your favorite hairstyles in hip hop? Like some shit that you just saw, or niggas who changed the game in hip hop far as hair go? I mean, I know you got your J. Cole's and your Jay-Z's with the Basquiat's now and all that.
I've always been a fan
like trendsetter niggas who always did something dope with, you know, hairstyles.
So I saw a hairstyle. At first I wasn't a fan of it, but I did some research on it. It's a cultural thing, not cultural thing, but certain cities, certain states. Yellow Beezy.
Oh, the shag.
The shag.
That Texas shag.
So you know they got the fade.
Yeah, they got the fit. Niggas had 360s with the shag in the
so
back.
It's like, I low key want to do that on somebody.
Right.
But you know, I don't got no clients up here in Connecticut, so you know.
Right. So what do you think in Connecticut? Because that's a good point. What do you think in Connecticut is probably your most popular hairstyle?
Waves.
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 And see, that's a up north. That's a northeast
waves.
thing of
everybody got waves.
I find that dynamic crazy how the different regions, like, you know what I'm saying, have different things that they're going on. Like you mentioned the Houston shag. Yeah. You know, in Cali back in the day, they had the Jerry curl.
Like in Florida, we got something called the Boosie fade.
The Boosie fade. Or the wicks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know my boy from Miami down south, southern Florida, they do the wicks heavy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I find that dope. So, with the high importance of like hair, do you always find, do you believe that that'll always be something that's constant in the culture, like the evolution and new hairstyles? Definitely. And all that?
And you know what? As barbers, we gotta learn it because every generation is different.
Right.
You gotta learn it. You know, sometimes it's a lot, but you gotta learn. Like perfect example, the young boys out here, they got the nappy hair look with the taper.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's another thing. That's everybody's. That's another. That too.
Right.
Those two right there, taper and waves.
That's out here.
The two major haircuts.
CT, man, y'all gotta chime in. Anybody watching this video, let me know what you think the popular hairstyles is in your region, in your town, in your state, in your hood. Drop that comment.
Tapers and waves, and it's like every generation is different. Like now, you start to see a lot of people with locks. You know what I mean? I remember that in Florida. Everybody had dreads in Florida. So I came up here. When I first came up here, I didn't see too many people with dreads. There was only a few selected people had dreads. So I had dreads. But it's like now, it's like everything. Everybody has their. If you look at, I go by the age difference. Like people my age and older, we got the bald heads, the beard. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And then you got people that's younger than us in their 30s. They got the little waves, or some people got the pop smoke braids.
Right.
And you got a generation that's younger than them. They got the taper with the wild, crazy looking hair.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, it's like if you really look at it, every generation is different.
Right.
You know what I mean? The OG that's older than me, like in their 50s and 60s, they like the clean cut. You know.
Right.
Nice bald, high tight, no facial hair. You know, gold teeth. clean cut. So like I've cut just about every generation. You know what I mean? So like I said, if you really pay attention to it, now that I said it, you're gonna notice it. Watch. Now that I said it, you're gonna notice. You're gonna look at an older person like in their 50s and 60s, look at them and look at their haircuts like, huh. Then you're gonna see somebody in their 40s, and you're gonna be like, oh. Then somebody younger and younger and younger, and until you get down to like the teenage years, you're gonna be like, damn, he was right. It's every culture is different.
Right, right. I can see it now, and now that you said it, I can already kind of imagine it. So, lastly, like as we wrap this up right here, appreciate the dope interview. First of all, I appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, no problem.
Fucking with your boy Pod, man. Fucking with the lowdown and this new thing I'm doing right here, touching the parts of the culture that I think is important that people overlook. Instead of just always interviewing the artists, which big up the artists, you know, they drive the culture. There's so many other things, in my opinion, that drive the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, trademark. You know, everybody knew Prince for his trademark hair and curls, and you knew Rick James for the braids and the jerry. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this aspect of the culture I'm gonna touch on. So my last question to you, before we wrap this up, is if you weren't barbering, what do you think you would be doing with yourself right now?
Honestly,
I mean, I wouldn't have it no other way on the lowdown, baby.
Barbering, I'd probably be boxing.
Probably boxing?
Boxing, 100%.
Did you box when you was younger?
Yeah.
It was nice.
I was about to say.
It was nice. You was nice. You was nice.
Listen, man, these hands work.
Where you boxing at? Florida or CT?
Florida.
Florida? How long was you out in Florida till you came up here?
My whole life. I was in Florida my whole life before I came up here. I came up here 2000. Ooh, Lord. 2004, 2005.
2004, 2005? Okay. How old was you? Okay. You're somewhere.
I was young. I was like.
Was you young grown or was you like young but not grown? Like young adult?
I was in my 20s.
Okay, that's all you had to say.
I was in my 20s.
You was in your 20s.
I was young and dumb. Just put it like that.
Oh, I ain't mad at it. We ain't even gotta go into that.
You know, when you're young.
I'm saying.
As I got older, you know, I
so you said if you wasn't barbering,
I would definitely
be boxing.
Either boxing or football, bro.
So anybody who pop up here to, Cuts by D up here on Art Street in New Britain, you make sure you pay that man his money. If he wasn't cutting your hair, he'd be busting your lip. So, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, that was my 3 things.
Let the people know where they can find you at. Let them know anything you want to say, any last words you want to get to the people before we wrap it up. You know what I mean? Tell them where to find you, where to follow you, where you shop at. Let them know where they can get at you at.
77 Art Street, Cuts by D. Come get fresh by the best. I'm here every day of the week, man. Holidays, whatever. I'm always about that grind. I do dreads. I do it all. I do retwists. You name it. I pretty much can do it. If I can't do it, I'll study it and master it.
And how can they book an appointment?
There's an app called The Cut. If you go on the app called The Cut, you make a little profile. You type in Cuts by D, my name will come up. I'm one of the top 5 barbers on the app right now, believe it or not.
That's what's up. So you ain't fucking with no lame, y'all.
There's a lot of reviews. I got reviews on there if you want to check me out. Pictures of my work is on there, pictures of my shop is on there, and my direct number is on the app as well. So if you want to contact me, you can shoot me a text. I know some people, the older people, they don't like dealing with apps and stuff like that, so I understand. That's why I give people my direct number to contact me. So.
Right, so I'll be sure to drop the social medias too down there in the description.
You can find me on Facebook, Big D Barber, Big D Barber on TikTok, same on Instagram. Instagram is CountryBoy860. So you can inbox me on any one of those social medias. I'm always answering and contacting back. I do get back as fast as you respond. So
that's what's up. It's been another great episode of The Lowdown, man. I appreciate you doing the interview, baby.
No doubt, man.